Hello there, YouTube. I hope you're all having a blessed day. It was a beautiful day here on the mountain. God is certainly glorious, and I hope that He shines His light on you always. Welcome to 70 Acres Studio. Today we are going to be playing with watercolors. I can't wait to start putting this on paper. I did a color swatch on all of the colors, and these are the most glorious watercolors I've ever had my hands on. Now, they're not handmade pigment. They're not, they're not high-end. This is relatively low-end Japanese paints, and they're called Karatake Gansai Tambi. And this is the 48 color set. And I have a link to them on my Amazon store. So if you go down to the description below the link, then you will see a link to my Amazon store. So if you go there, you'll see the brushes that I'm going to be using. I have a beautiful set of grabby synthetic watercolor brushes. There's a set of 9 different sizes, and I have linked them into my Amazon store as well. And I think that if you go to Grabby's website directly, it's a little bit more expensive. I found it was about $8 or $9 more expensive than if I just got them on Amazon. So that's where I got them. And I also have a glorious set of Karatake graphite colors, and these have obviously graphite in them, and they give a more urban, grainy, granular look, and I really enjoy that as well. So today's plan is we're going to start playing with these watercolors. I am going to be using my Color Cube series to pick out a palette, and if you don't know what these are made by SarahReneeClark.com, and she has them for sale on her website. And each box has 250 palettes, and it's a 4-box set. You can just go with boxes 1 and 2, or you can go with boxes 3 and 4. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be picking a random color palette out of one of the boxes, and then we will start picking out colors, and we will have ourselves a bit of a play. So let's turn the camera around and start playing. I've got my pad of paper. This is Canson watercolor paper. It is 300 gram, 140 pound cold press. I don't know about the quality. I'm not looking to make a museum piece. I'm looking to have some fun. What's nice about these books is that they are perforated right along the edge there, so you can tear them out and frame them if you like. So this is box number 2 out of 4, and I have it out, so I think I'm going to take these out so I have a bit more room. And I'm really hoping we get something nice here. And they're all in original order and all that, because I just opened them. All right, let's see. What are we getting? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I could use the, oh yes, I can use the graphite colors too. Oh. Yes, it makes Mama so happy. Okay, so these are the watercolor swatch card. And there are 48 colors, including white, and then 3 golds. There's a white gold, a blush gold, and a gold. And then I've got these graphite colors. And again, the graphite colors are very deep and earthy, and they have a lot of obviously graphite in them, which is the same thing that's in pencils. So it is a mineral, a rock, if you will, very soft one. All of these colors except for the browns, are definitely okay here. This green matches this one. This one, not quite, but pretty close. And then we have a deep blue and then a deep purple. So those will work. And now, out of these colors, let me look at this. We have blue gray deep, and that is 1, 2, 3. That is this one. We need a really dark purple, which is right here. We need a teal, and that kind of goes with that one there. Not quite as dark as I would like, but it will do. And then we need this vivid turquoise deep, turquoise green deep, and that is 1, 2, 3 in here. Oh, come on now. Thank you very much. What else do we need? Maybe Viridian. Let's take out a Viridian. And that is this one here. That looks awful bright. But we shall see. And then we need a black. And black is down here. I am thinking maybe this forest green. Let's try it. Let's try it. It also looks like there's a really deep purple in there as well. So let's go with Imperial Violet, which I already took out apparently. Now these are kind of difficult to see in the pans because they're so dark, but we will just be surprised. So I'm going to put them there, and I'll put our card over here to inspire. And now I have oodles of things to play with after the paint dries. I have a selection of gel pens, Posca pens, white, black, gold, sparkle to play with. I also have my Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayons. And I also have a set of acrylic paint markers. And I have some Kiritaki Gold. This is ink. And my dip pen has still not arrived. So I'm waiting on that, but I can use a brush with this. Now, like I said, I don't know what color is what here. We're just gonna wing it. And I will start with the one at the top and see how far we get. And these are very highly pigmented, so you really don't need an awful lot. Oh, I love that color. Okay, let's move on to the next one and see what we get. I think this is the black. Oh, this is forest green. Oh, it's going to be yum yum. Oh, I like that. I'm holding my brush like this instead of holding it like a pencil because I'm trying to get freer strokes. This is abstract watercolor. This is Imperial Violet. Oh my. Oh yes. That is glorious. Just dropping a little extra water in there, see what happens. Don't need to waste that. Yeah, this one's going to be really good. This is turquoise blue. Now this is gonna knock my socks off. Oh yeah. So pretty. Oh, I like that. You think this is the black? No, this is turquoise green deep. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. Yeah, that one's not really doing it for me. And I think I'm going to skip the black. But now I'd like to use some of this. Oh, I like that. It's very dark and moody. Very pretty. This is the blue. Now, if you want to have some fun, you can drop some salt on that. Now, let's get some of this dark purple. Ooh, that is lovely. You don't have to fill up all the white spaces either. Dry off my dry off my brush. And when you're drying off your brush, you want to just make sure that it is back to a nice point. Don't put it down into a container. Always put it up like this. And when you're putting it up like this, you want to make sure that, I don't think it's an issue with this pen, I don't think, but you really don't want to stand it up with a lot of water in the brush because it will seep down in here and ruin the handle. All right, I am going to put these away. All right, I'm going to turn the camera off and I am going to dry this and I'll come back. Gel pens, Posca pens, white pens, black pens, gold pens. I've got my Neocolor 2 crayons over here, my Kuretake gold. I have a whole pile of acrylic markers over in this vicinity, and I have dried this. And the first thing I want to do is make some pencil marks in some of these spots. This is nothing fancy, it's just a mechanical pencil. It's for sewing. It was laying here, I'm using it. The Neocolor crayons, I would hold those off for last because they're waxy and they will act as a resist. And start with a white one here. And I'm going to follow the paint echo line. And this is perfect for listening to your Bible or an audio book of your choice. Or you can have some music on and just lose yourself. Don't worry about anything else. Just worry about putting things down on the paper. And you can't ruin this. So don't be afraid to just jump in with both feet and throw paint and caution to the wind. Do whatever you like. Don't think about it. If you hesitate, oh, should I put circles there or squares? I don't know what to do. Well, you're just going to put squares. As soon as I can get this to work. That's it. We're putting squares. Doesn't matter. They don't have to be straight. They don't have to be an exact number. They don't have to be in a row. You make them sloppy. Just have fun and free yourself and free your soul and enjoy the colors that God has given us. To think of all the colors he created. And he's creative, as he has proven. He's created the world, and he made us in his image. And he wants us to be creative too. That's why he gave us all these wonderful things. That's why he gave us wool to weave and knit and spin. That's why he gave us the rainbow and a method of making all the colors of the rainbow. Doing something creative pleases the Lord, and he delights in seeing us enjoy ourselves. He dwells within us. Therefore, we should be creative and try to live a godly life. So there we have a bunch of squares. Ooh, gold. There's always room for gold. What can we do? I like the lines that are coming here from the paint. And I think I'm just going to echo them. Now, I didn't practice this. I didn't plan this out. Just go with it. Don't worry about anything. If your lines are crooked, so what? Only God is perfect. He doesn't want us to be perfect. Okay, I'm kind of imagining that this color is taking over at this point. And now we can also play with adding white dots. Come on, there we go. You can use a Posca pen for this instead. In fact, let's try that and see what happens. That's not white. There we go. Much better.
Much better. Thank you, Aziz.
Now, I do have to tell you, if you don't like the way this turns out, don't throw it away. Cut it up and use it in collage. What I am planning on doing is doing a larger collage piece and using my watercolor plus doodle and Zentangle type things for that piece. And we'll be making things that kind of look like trees. We'll be doing all sorts of silly and crazy things. There we go. There's that. Now let's do some crazy lines here. Okay, if you feel that these did not come out dark enough, you can always go over them again. I think I'm going to open up this. I'm going to attempt to open up this Posca pen here. Hopefully these work. They're very, very old. I also have my lovely Stabilo All black pencil that I love so much. All right, let's get this to work. Let's hope it doesn't drip everywhere. Much better. And you can't really make a mistake. But if you do, like if your Posca pen explodes and leaves a big blob. And you say, oh no, I've ruined the piece. No, you haven't. Watch this. Watch this. There. Now you've done it twice. Oh, 3 times. You meant to do it. So you can't get that wrong. Can't get that wrong, can you? Let's see, what colors can we do here? We have this pretty blue. We have this pretty blue. Oh, yes. That's blue sparkles. Yes, indeedy. Let's do some blue sparkles. So you don't have to be very rigid and precise. This is all about having fun. Now Stabilo all will move with water, but for the most part right now, I'm just enjoying the dark color to give us some shading. Hi, Dash. How are you, love? You're such a good girl. Could you not? Thank you. to pieces. Hello, lovey. No, we're not coming up right now. Yeah, we're snuggling a little bit. Here's some black. Let's do some black dots. Ooh, I like those. If you apply different amount of pressure on these pens, you get different sized dots. I'm enjoying that. Hi, Dash. I suppose you're coming over here? Hello, lovey. Okay, hang on. Alrighty, I'm sorry about that. Dash insisted on a bit of a break for a snuggle, and I can never deny her a snuggle. So I've done kind of like connect the dots over here while I was snuggling with her. Oh yeah. That's what I want. Really, really thin lines.
I can see though my eyes are all closed. Yeah, he gives me strength to carry on and always lets me know that I'm fine just the way he made me. Every perfect imperfection is all because of him. Oh, I know you and I praise you. Got my arms open for your love. Oh, I want to be near you. I hear angels from
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Just make some bold marks. And then maybe add some little pearls to the marks that we've just made, the little spirals. So you can see little pearls on the gold circles. You can do that. If you want them larger, then you can use a larger pen. Let's see, here's a gold one. We seem to have a fly in the house. I don't know where it came from or how it got here, but it needs to leave. That works. Oh yes, this works nicely. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, different size dots. They don't have to be uniform. They don't have to have 10 every 2 inches or just anywhere you want to stick them. Very fun. I do like that a lot. Maybe I will add just a smidge of black. And you can do something that's called fake writing. It has a really weird name, but I can't think of it now. But you can just do some fake writing. You want to really get up close and look and say, there's something written there. What is that? Oh, we could do some of these. We didn't do any of these yet. Let's do some of these here crayons. Oh, yeah. Just random mark making. It just gives more interest. Purple. And these are also water soluble, so if you wanted to smear them around a bit, you could. They make a nice rich color. And I think the only thing left that I want to do some gold splatter. Ah, yes. Let's just do some gold splatter. And if you want oh, yes. That's what I wanted. There. I think we have completed everything that we wanted to complete with this piece. Now you can continue to mark until the cows come home or until you run out of ink or paint. I hope you all had fun with this today, and I do hope that you'll try it. It's really so very much fun, and it's very freeing, and it just brings a lightness to your soul. Now, was this my favorite palette? No. I would have preferred something more along the lines of gold, mango, magenta, hot pink, lime green, turquoise, teal. Those are the colors that really make my heart happy. So we will do many more of these. I'm having a lot of fun with this, and this is going to be probably cut up into small pieces. Now, there are an endless supply of ideas that you can use for these pieces. You can make them into ATC cards, and that's something that I do want to get into. I'm going to start doing art journaling again, and I think that it would be fun to have a swap where we send each other ATCs. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will give it a try. You don't have to have fancy paints, but as I said, if you want the Karatake Gansai Tombi paints, they're not that expensive. I got a 48 color palette, and I think it was around $50. So it's not that bad, but I do have it linked in my store for you. And you can use gel pens. Now, these gel pens that I have, the overwhelming majority of them are from my husband, probably 15 years ago. Costco had this massive package of pens, and he bought it for me, and I'm still using it today. So they last a long time, and they're not frightfully expensive. The acrylic markers are not all that expensive either. And again, I have these in my shop for you. And yes, if you buy something from my shop, I do get a very tiny commission, but I do get a few pennies. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a few pennies. And I would so appreciate that ever so much. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I hope the Lord blesses you with his love and his light always. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please remember, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and please, please, please share my channel with your friends and on your social media. Remember, when we get to 20K, which is not that far off, but if we can get up to 20K, I'm going to be doing a major rehoming of things. It's going to cost me an absolute fortune in shipping, but I am planning on unloading fabric, quilt tops, you name it. So things, the journal I made last week, stick around, stay tuned, and I will see you right back here at 70 Acres Studio with a new video very, very soon. I love you all. God bless.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, John Boy.
You are